All right, good morning, everybody. We're here at the winery. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, dear. I love you. She's at home today. Megan's at work. So I'm kind of flying solo, kind of. I got with me Dustin Dancer. Dustin is the owner, head photographer, editor for Adventure Ahead Photography. He got in touch with us through some mutual friends, and he wants to do a documentary on small maple producers. So I guess that's me. So I'll let Dustin introduce himself, and let you know as much or as little about his project as he wants right now, and stay tuned for more information.
Yeah. Hi there. Like Scott said, my name is Destin Dancer. I've been a professional photographer for a long time now, but I'm looking to get into video work, and one of the projects I've always wanted to do is a short documentary style promotional video for a local maple producer, and I've always wanted to learn more about this process anyway. So I'm out here today to just shoot some behind the scenes B-roll video of Scott tapping trees, and when the final project is done, I'm sure he'll let everybody know.
All right. So I don't know how much video I'll get today of myself. I got some neighbors going to come down and check things out too at some point. Like I said, I don't know if I did said, Megan is my usual videographer. She's starting her first day of work today, so I'm kind of flying solo. So if worst comes to worst, we'll get some video tomorrow at the woods, because our plan is to tap there tomorrow too. So, all right. So enjoy the video, and we'll see what happens.
All right. So
it came out at like a big amount.
We got some sap flowing here. We got about 120 trees done, I'd say. I got one of the mains shut off. And I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's definitely a little bit of sap trickling out of that line. So we got the vacuum pump running. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted.
Well, we're I'd say about halfway done. The other side of the creek there is done. I don't know if you can see the main line up on the other side of the creek. That's done. Actually the vacuum's running. So we'll see if we get any sap. But there is a little sap coming out as I'm drilling holes. So ideally, not the best case scenario, because we'd rather not have any sap flowing, but it is what it is. We'll work on that for next year. So I'm just going to kind of set the camera up here, try to angle it. I'm going to go down this one and come back out the next one, and so we'll just show you these next few trees. Actually, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be drilling holes in this tree. This is an anchor tree. You can see the end hook. So I don't have to look for old tap holes on these trees, because this is the first time they've ever been tapped, or at least in the last probably 20-25 years. Probably never. So all I'm looking for, I want to avoid, old dead branches like this. You end up with vacuum leaks in spots like that, so we don't want to be near that. So we got good clear spot right here on the tree. I'm looking up the tree, making sure there's no big hollows above, and we put that in. And we get a tap out, and I'm trying to do all this one-handed, so it's not best case scenario here. So we'll get that set up there, and then hear that tone change. That means it's set. And then we'll get the drop. Put that on. Same thing. Hear that tone change, and you're good. I'll go around to the back side. This actually got two on it, so we'll come around here to the back side, and we're going to avoid these knots. So I'm thinking we'll go Thinking we'll go right about there. Got the hole. Gotta get a spout. Keep switching hands. Listen for that tone change. You can almost feel it bouncing the hammer back a little bit. So there we go. So a couple of things I'm using. This is called a precision tapper. This one is, I believe CDL makes these or owns the rights to them. There are several other similar devices out there, configured different, but same general principle. And what it's doing is it's giving you a good solid base to drill against. So what I do is I run the drill wide open and then just plunge the bit all the way in and then let it straight back out. And it gives us a nice straight clean hole so we don't have any vacuum leaks. So I'm going to show you an example of a vacuum leak here in a little bit. Jimbo's on his way up. He's going to turn on the vacuum for this side, this line. So as we're coming up to these, once he gets the vacuum turned on, you'll be able to hear it hissing. So that's a good way to try to find leaks as well. So the other thing I'm using is this tapping hammer. It's plastic head, aluminum handle, so it's very light. And if you notice, I'm not driving. I'm just kind of flipping it in my wrist or flipping it in my hand, I guess. So you're not over driving the spouts. So what you don't want is to crack the tree here. It's not so bad today because they're apparently not frozen. But you'll get a crack here, and that tap hole will leak, and that'll give you a vacuum leak on your vacuum system. So I'm going to set the camera over here and I'll let it kind of just sit and I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, sure you can. We got a little bit of sap running. So there you go. February 14th, we got sap running. So we'll just leave you guys sitting there and I'm going to go down and tap these and come back. So I'll pick you up. That was Jimbo calling. Jimbo called while I was recording. He's down at the split where the two lines separate, so he turned on the lower vacuum line now. So as we're going to these trees, let me pause here and turn you around. As we're going to these trees, you can see that one down there already got tapped. So we're up to that one's done. So we're right here, and we should, I don't know if we can yet or not, but might not. Not sure where the microphone is, but if you listen very, very faintly, you can just hear the vacuum start to leak. So I'll keep going with these as I get closer and there's less and less that are leaking. You'll definitely be able to hear it. So we're creeping along here. We got 200 and I'd say 210, 220 or so done out of the what did we say in the other video? 271. So we do have to update that. So there was 2 that were missed. We forgot to put the drops in on the other side, on the uphill side, so that'd put us at 273. And then Jimbo was just here. He walked in and apparently we missed a hole whole lateral. There's putting the drops in. I guess the saddle's in, but we forgot the drops, so we'll have to put those in. So that'll be $275. Anyway, so here we are. I'm guessing you can probably hear that. So that's that T, or not the T, but the stubby, and you can hear it sucking air because the vacuum's on. So I'm gonna put this tap in, and we'll see what happens when we get the stubby up on the tap here. We got our hole, got our tap. Hopefully that stays till I can get the hammer on it. And now we'll get our put our drop down in the snow. Sorry about that. Got the drop down in the snow. There's the drop. You can hear the leak. We'll put it on. And there we go. And we do have a little sap coming already. So, '26 season is underway. Ready or not. So, like I said, I got about just over 200 of these done. So I got probably another, I don't know, 50 some to go, 60 some to go. So I'm gonna shut the camera off for now. That'll be it from the winery. And get these done before it gets dark. And we'll be at the woods tomorrow. Maybe we can get a little video over there. So that's about it. All right. Well, we just put the last 2 taps in. Besides the 2 we missed over there, we'll have to come cut those back in. So we got 273 taps in today. We got 2 more to do. And we're back over here where the submains meet. And I just got that in, and you can see there, we're up to about 20 inches on there. And over on the other one, here we go. It's up to about almost 25 on that one. So I'm not entirely sure which gauge is right. So we're going to take a walk down to the releaser, see what's going on down there. There is some sap flowing through the saddles, so I suspect that when we get down there, we might even be able to watch some of it dump. So we're going to wander back down the trail here and see what's what. All right, we made it back down to the tank. As you can hear, the vacuum pumps pumping away. And we got some sap flowing. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I didn't honestly expect this much. So the gauge here on the releaser says 20, which matches the one on the, I guess, the upper submain. So that one on the lower submain, I suspect might be faulty. So we'll have to get another one of them and switch it out. But I'm going to look in the tank here and see. It doesn't look like it's dumped yet. Come around here. I don't know if you can see in there, but this barrel is almost full. The float hasn't started coming up yet. I'm going to try to hang around long enough to make sure it actually dumps and hopefully catch it. So we'll see. So stand by. But just as soon as I turn the camera off, we got a pretty good flow of sap out of this. There we go. So it's getting there. From what I understand, we don't want to see it come spraying out of there, because if that happens, that means we got a vacuum leak somewhere. So I'm not sure about slugs. I would guess maybe our main line isn't quite at the right pitch, or has a flat spot. Oh, there was a splash. So we'll have to fine tune things as we go. If you got any helpful hints, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will work on checking them out. But we'll see what happens here with the dump in a minute. Yep, there it goes. Our float was stuck. There's our first dump. I'll have to bring some lube and make sure that's lubed up. Make sure that doesn't happen again. That would not be good. So now it'll start filling on that other side, and just keep going as long as we keep running that vacuum pump, which I think we're going to shut off for the night. So I think we'll come back in the morning and turn things back on, and then we'll go to the woods and tap there. Looks like this isn't quite level either, so we'll have to prop the other end up a little bit, get that all squared away. So, all right, that's it from the winery, for real this time.